sometimes interviewers act like they don't know the answer. If I didn't know the answer, you could really tell I didn't know. Because I said so. And you know something I've learned about communicating? Based on that, I just get this feeling of calm and a good feeling, a good warm feeling when I don't pretend to know something. So often you get the impulse to launch into a conversation stating something, declaring something. It's so much better for me, I find, if I put it as a question, a real naive question where I'm willing to learn something. Just the other day I said, tell me more about that, you can teach me about that. Instead of saying, yeah, I've heard that term, I'll pretend I know what it means. It's such a subtle thing, and you feel so good. I feel so good. I don't know if everybody else does, but I feel good.
I've argued that my Republican friends, since I work with mainly Republicans, I have argued that my Republican friends who rejoice in the muscular presidency doing what they think and he thinks is right, like building the wall without the money and changing the treatment of people seeking refuge, seeking asylum at the border, will rue the day they rejoiced over this when a Democrat inherits this power and does the opposite. The laws should be written by the Congress, which is the people's representatives to write the laws. And there shouldn't be such wiggle room that the president can spend unauthorized money and stop people at the border when we've signed 2 treaties saying if it's a legitimate asylum, if they are legitimately in a class of people being repressed by another country, we have to admit them.
Start everything over. So I had to learn how to walk again. I had to learn how to talk again. I had to learn how to write again. I had to learn how to drink and swallow. I was born again. Tabula rasa, blank slate. So I knew it was another time, another opportunity to do it again. So I'm like, all right. 2:15, going into the hospital, left the hospital 160 pounds. Lost every muscle in my body. But they did say I recovered faster than anybody that they ever seen with those kind of injuries. So I was outside with the walker, doing my thing. Because you might have shot me, but you didn't take nothing away from me. So, and then I'm not scared of you because I know I'm here.
Civil rights groups and all of us got together, and people at the grassroots, and had all these protests, and we got Congress to pass a law called the Civil Rights Restoration Act, restoring the law after the Supreme Court agreed with them, said it was okay, the Supreme Court. And we got a law to change the statute to overcome and say Title IX prohibits that, and at the same time, don't you mess with all of the other civil rights acts. And that was in the middle of Reagan's ascendancy. So I write about what the groups did and how they organized and how they won some big, because the important thing here is that sometimes you don't win, but it takes later on for people to come back and build on what you did. But a lot of times you can win if you organize properly to do something.